if you want to learn how to launch, grow, and expand your personal brand on social media to help you grow your business, then this is a video for you. It is extremely important for people to know why they should know, like, and trust you. These are things that everyone takes into consideration before they work with you. And so I know that you're working very hard, whether it's on your website, your funnel, your aesthetic on social media, how consistent you're showing up. And so since you're going to go through all of that trouble, then it's really important for you to work strategically and start weaving in these tips I'm about to share with you so that your personal brand is something that people know, like, and trust, respect, and are super excited to work with. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Ilean Harris, an entrepreneur and Cuban American. When I started as an entrepreneur, I had little resources, so I quickly learned how to work smart. I experienced lots of headaches and setbacks when I started, but today, everything is different. I've got clients in over 20 countries, I've traveled the world, and I want to show you how to do the same. In this community, you will gain amazing training and inspiration to build a business of your dreams and a great lifestyle to go with it. Whether you're an entrepreneur with lots of ambition and experience, or you have just started your entrepreneurial journey, you've come to the right place. Remember, you can have it all.
I'm so glad that you're ready to start a personal brand. You see, people join people, they don't join companies. And so it's really hard to just connect with somebody based on their logo or their fonts. And of course, there are things that will catch our attention based on our personal style or preferences. But the truth is that a personal brand is so powerful. It's why corporations partner with influencers, so that people can endorse a brand, so that people can endorse a product or a service. And so it's extremely powerful for you to think about, okay, how can you position yourself? And one of the things that I know a lot of entrepreneurs do is they say to themselves, well, let me not only have a personal brand, because personal brands are a little bit more difficult to flip, meaning there are people that will literally build a website, have it generate a ton of traffic, have a social media page, build it up, and then they'll sell it. And so if that is your end game, then I'm just going to be very upfront with you, and maybe a personal brand is not the best for you. But if you're not necessarily looking to flip it, you are looking to build a name for yourself, you want to travel the world, you want to be a world-renowned expert, you want to share your message, you want to attract people just like you, right? You want to find your tribe, you want to find your people, then a personal brand just makes that so much easier. Because imagine when you think of Nike, for instance, do you think of a person? Maybe a partnership they did with an athlete, but truly you don't think of Nike as a person. Or if you think of Mercedes, or if you think of Bentley, you don't necessarily think of a particular person. And so it's so much easier when you have a personal brand to make these awesome connections. And here's a perfect example of a really powerful personal brand, because see, this is still an opportunity for you to build multiple businesses that then you can flip, right? So, earlier I said, well, if you want to flip this particular brand, you may not be able to because it's your name and there's only so much someone can do with your name, right? But you can build your name so big, and you can build a brand so powerful that you can then leverage that into starting other businesses that then you could sell. And so now look at Skims. It's got a multi-billion-dollar valuation. That's not per se a personal brand, but you know what? You better believe that this lady boss's personal brand helped her successfully launch this to her audience, to successfully understand what was a product that they needed to deliver it, right? Get feedback and so much more. Her siblings have done the same, and the opportunity here is endless. However, a lot of times people struggle to see the connection on how they could do something for their personal brand in comparison to what big-time celebrities have done. And so that is why I wanted to quickly remind you, first of all, what a brand is not, right? A brand is not your logo, it is not your website, it's not just your color schemes, they're not your taglines. All these things may contribute to the brand, but they do not make a brand, meaning like, I'm so glad as a person that I've got my toes, my fingers, my ears, and all that, but individually, all those things, right? They don't necessarily make a person, they're just part of the complete package. And so I want you to start thinking like a business owner. I don't want you there just focusing on getting popular, which is what a lot of people will want to do, chasing the likes, chasing the followers, all of that. Instead, I want you to develop a strategy And because of that strategy, you then went and ended up with a brand as a result. Meaning, this is when you start thinking about this as a business, not just as a hobby. This is when you're very intentional with your social media posts. You're not just posting 2 posts, but you are looking to attract a certain type of person so that you can grow your following and expand, right? This is extremely important for you to know. Why do I tell you this? Because there will be people that will spend, 6 to 8 months designing their website, outlining all these beautiful things, and then they launch this website and crickets. There's nobody at their website, nobody's coming, there are no sales, there's no product, there's no proof of concept, and then you'll tell yourself, oh, if I had an investor, if I had this many followers, if I had this, if I had that. But the truth is that what you need first is a strategy, and that strategy is what's going to help you succeed in your online business. This is what's truly going to help you get to the next level, which is probably what you're looking for, which is brand recognition, people wanting to collaborate with you, to partner with you, and so much more. But this comes later on. What first has to come is the strategy. And essentially, your very first goal has to be to help people connect with you online consistently. For people to connect with you, they have to know, like, and trust you, okay? And for people to know, like, and trust you in all of them, not just one, because there's people you know, but that you don't necessarily like. Think about it when someone's running for president, there's always one party that maybe you're not too excited about, and the other one you are, right? Perhaps their branding impacted your decision. But if you want people to do all of the above, know, like, and trust you, I want you to add tons of value. I want you to help others. I want you to build trust. I want you to establish credibility. I want you to go from hobby to business, and then I want you to scale your systems. Now, all of this can be very vague without a strategy, and so that is why I quickly wanted to share with you one way that even as a brand new person, if you're not very techy and if you don't have a ton of followers, one way that this can happen for you, one way that you can achieve this. And so let's dive right into what that is. And the first step for you to achieve what I just shared with you so that you can successfully build a brand where people know, like, and trust you is that you need a digital asset. For me, the way that I did this was with online workshops. What I absolutely loved is that with an online workshop, I added tons of value. I showed my expertise by actually helping people in the workshop rather than just constantly taking selfies and telling people, oh, I could help you maybe, or, showing off, something random like my MBA. I don't even know if my website says I have it, right? But the truth is what people actually found helpful was my classes, was getting tons of value, was learning from me. And so you can do this with an ebook, you can do it with an online webinar, you can do this with a video series. There's so many different ways that you can do this. And what I loved about it is that I attracted all the right people, I repelled all the wrong people. Now, I made sure that what I was sharing was related to what I was selling, right? I didn't share tips for makeup and then try and sell them an e-course on business, right? This is really important for you to remember that it all has to be on topic. But assuming you have your topic in place, that you're excited about what it is that you're going to promote, then guess what? You can promote something simple and effective. And when you do this, you are now positioning yourself as an expert. Guess what? When you are adding value, when people know, like, and trust you, it's so much easier to trust you if they don't have a personal relationship with you, but they know your credibility. Like, how long do I really have to know a doctor before I go into their office? Not very long, right? I have to know that I have a problem, they have a solution, and because of their credibility, I trust them. Then I'll get to know them because maybe I research them, and once I work with them, or let's say I interact with their office, I'll decide if I like them or not, right? And so this is your opportunity right here. This can happen while you sleep. This can be a really, really smart way to propel your personal brand. I know that just from having my digital asset, I have been invited for speaking engagements. I have been invited to amazing events. Clients have wanted to work with me and so much more. Then as you do this, you want to stay in touch, right? You want to build your email list because here's the deal. You don't own Facebook, you don't own Instagram, you don't own TikTok. Any of those platforms can get shut down at any time, or not get shut down. They can just kick you out and block you. And that is their prerogative because it is their company. And so the one thing you can own is your database. So I absolutely love having my database and my email list because I know I can add tons of value. And at any time that someone is, done getting that value, then guess what? They can unsubscribe. So I know that who is on that list is happy to be there. They want to get the value. They want to learn tons. And it's a tiny commitment on their part. They'll give you their name and email, but you'll be able to follow up with them and continue to grow your brand and stay top of mind, right? You don't have to worry about your social media posts getting buried in the feed or them not logging in, or maybe one of those platforms gets irrelevant. I know that a lot of people put in a lot of money, a lot of effort into Facebook, and guess what? Now a lot of people are on TikTok, or they're on YouTube Shorts, or they're doing Instagram Reels, or doing something else. And so imagine you put all this work into this one platform, and even if, you have a ton of followers, if people aren't logging into it, then that's going to present a situation for you as a business owner. But that's not going to happen for you if you have their email address. Next, you want to add tons of value, okay? As you promote your digital asset and you build your email list, you want to deliver, all right? So empathize with their situation, let them know how you are just like them. This isn't an opportunity just to teach or talk at people. This is an opportunity to speak with them, to even speak for them, for people to feel heard, that you get them. And so if you understand the problem, that means you're also offering relevant solutions to them. Have you ever heard people just like give lame advice and you kind of roll your eyes? Or sometimes you hear about guys mansplaining and you're just like, ugh, again, you don't want to be that person, okay? You don't want to be that person that's just adding tons of value, but in a tone-deaf way. You want to make sure that you're connecting with people, because remember, the goal is for them to know, like, and trust you. A great way to do this is to visit this website. I absolutely love it and recommend it. It's called answerthepublic.com. Go to answerthepublic.com and type in your niche, type in your industry, type in a question, type in a keyword, a topic, and what's really cool is they're actually going to tell you all the different terms people are searching for. So you don't have to sit there and wonder. You can literally find out what people are Googling, what they're searching for, what questions they're asking. And so imagine you are able to help others and you then get this specific. People are going to be like, oh my God, it's like this person can read my mind. It's like this person is super helpful. They get me. I need to follow them, and not just follow them in many cases. I need to tag my friends. I need to share this. I need to save this. I need to bookmark this so that I can keep coming back to this. And this makes it super helpful. Instead of you waiting for 10 years for you to learn the hard way, then instead you can come in and do your due diligence and do your market research so that you can truly escalate the growth of your personal brand super fast. Next thing, once you have that database, I don't just want you hogging it, right? I want you to actually interact with them. So follow up. You don't have to be annoying, okay, so don't worry about it. But your ideal clients usually have more than one thing going on. So check in on them, incentivize them, host other webinars, add tons of value, make it interactive, ask them to connect with you, and so much more. I always tell people, no matter how many people are on your list, make sure that you are writing these emails so that you can target one specific person that you have in mind, so that one specific person is the one that you are speaking to. And then last, invite them to take the next step. Okay, I host strategy sessions for people who want to become my coaching clients. So at this point, when they are speaking to me, they have decided that they know, like, and trust me. Otherwise, why would they get on the call, right? At this point, they have learned about who I am, how I can help them. They have explored what options I have to offer them. They're not coming on a call with me, not for information. We are meeting about confirmation. And so this is really important. And this part is not necessarily just the part where you build your brand. This is the part where you deliver because of your brand, right? So it's not enough for me, for people to know me, for people to connect with me. It's really important for me to be able to serve them with my business. And this is how you turn a follower or a fan or stranger into a customer. And what I love is that many of my clients, let me tell you, we have become lifelong friends. I have been to their weddings. I have met their family. I have accompanied them on awesome trips. Like, it really goes on and on and on and on, well beyond just a business transaction. And that only speaks to the trust part. That only speaks to the authenticity and the connection part. And so if you get too bombarded and too bogged down with a lot of these superficial and transactional things from personal brands like colors, logos, websites, and all of that, you're really missing the mark on the fact that these are still people. I know it's online, and I know sometimes you see numbers and statistics and analytics and email addresses, but these are still people. These are still people that crave connection, that need support, that deserve the best of you. And so this is something that I absolutely love to do. And think about it this way. Think about, let's say you have 100 followers online, or 500 or 5,000, and you're comparing yourself to people who have millions of followers. By building your brand strategically from the beginning, you can monetize it every step of the way until you are just as famous as a Kardashian, right? So think about it this way. You have a coaching package that's a little bit under $2,000. You get a couple clients a week, all right? You have a 6-figure income a year. Only a couple of people a week can be quite helpful and transformative to your business. You don't need to burn out. You don't have to chase down people, and you don't have to sit there like a little, I don't know, ornament, I guess you can say, that's just kind of sitting there looking pretty. You don't have to do any of that. You can be very proactive, and guess what? The more customers you have, the more you learn about the people who are following you, and the better your content becomes, the bigger your brand becomes, the more relevant the things you're sharing become, because you have got your fingers on the pulse. You can even do this with e-courses, which I absolutely love, because courses that you create once can help you over and over and over again. So think about this. You create something once, people keep coming to your page, they keep learning about your content, they want to learn more. The next best step is for them to participate in one of your e-courses. Look at this, a sale a day. That's over $3,000, right? And of course, your course can cost 10 times more, 10 times less. Sort of depends. This is just a general idea to illustrate to you how powerful strategically building your personal brands can be, no matter how big your following is. And so look at this. You do like 3 sales a day here, or you do one course for $297 instead of one for $97. And now you have scaled this to a 6-figure income. And this can be with a really small following. This can be with very few people. You do not need millions and millions of people to grow, but you do need a strategy. And you always have to remember that your goal is for people to know, like, and trust you, because your following does not determine how big you can dream. Small business owners cannot afford to have a small mindset. You need to work smart. And so I'm super excited for you to take these concepts and start implementing them as you grow your personal brand.
Don't you just love working smart? Meaning you know exactly what to do so that you can get to the next level. Imagine wanting soup and all you know how to do is boil water. Doesn't matter what work ethic you have, if all you're doing is boiling water, you're still not getting that soup that you're trying to make, right? So what do you need? You need the recipe for success and the right ingredients. And usually the right ingredients are a desire to serve, a willingness to help people, and to be coachable. If you have those things, then guess what? I'm willing to share with you my recipe for success. I'm ready to show you exactly what has worked for me, what has helped me attract clients in over 20 countries, in industries around the world, and in both Spanish and English. So if you would like to work with me directly, check out the information below. I have limited spots left on my calendar. I'm not sure how long they'll be there, but I would love to talk to you and see if it's the right fit. I would love to share with you exactly what to do so that you can avoid the most costly mistakes in business, what strategies you can implement now so that you can fast track your success and start making sales in your sleep. But more importantly, finally enjoy yourself with the business that you're growing. Finally enjoy yourself with what it is that you're doing so that you can wake up every day super excited about what it is that you do for a living. We can work together here in Miami, or we can work together on Zoom. The details can be worked out later. What matters is that you get the right recipe for success. I'm ready to help you because I believe in you and I know that you can have it all. And if that sounds good to you, the next step is for you to check out the link I'm sharing in the description below so that you can take action, you can make your dreams a reality, and never again feel lost or confused about what you have to do next to reach your ideal customers consistently. I can't wait to talk soon.